Hey everybody, figured I'd put up another video now. It's been a few days. So I've had a little bit of a change of heart. As you know, I've been bullish on the market and I've been telling people to stay calm and don't panic and market corrections are normal, and I still stand by all of that advice. However, my economic outlook had been optimistic. I look very closely at government spending. That is a big component of the economy. And as long as we're up year over year, that spending, those flows add to non government or private sector income and savings. It boosts aggregate demand. And so that's a positive. Now, what has happened recently, February is a really interesting month when it comes to looking at the fiscal data, because normally in February, you have an enormous amount of IRS tax refunds that go out, well over 100 billion, and it brings total spending for February year after year up around 450, 460 billion in a single month. That's more than 10% of all government spending in a single month. A lot of businesses rely on people spending those tax refunds. Now, a couple of things happened. First, right at the end of January, around the 29th of January, the IRS had a computer glitch which shut down e-file for payments and also for refunds. And this tax accountant who I've been talking to has told me that, let me backtrack for a second. I've noticed in looking at the daily numbers that we are way, way, way down in terms of tax refunds going out. And overall, that has affected overall spending in the economy. It's dropped like overnight by 25 billion. And that 25 billion was the amount that we were spending over last year. So I looked at that as a positive, but that was wiped out. That's been wiped out. And the reason for this, according to this tax accountant, is that there are a lot of new filing requirements related to Obamacare. It's taking longer to file, it's taking longer to process those refunds. Now, here's the problem. We just lost 25 billion in spending overnight. And the economy was hardly growing at all, 0.7% in the fourth quarter of last year, annualized. Losing that 25 billion, to me, that tips us over the edge. And I'm calling recession. The good news is it's probably going to be a mild recession, because eventually those tax refunds all will go out, and by May we'll be up to the level where we need to be, but it's just too much lost in too short a period of time. And with the really horrible market sentiment now, with the stock market, in a correction, I think the tax refund situation will push us over the edge. So I am now calling recession a mild recession, but nonetheless, I think we are going to dip into recession. Like Keynes once said, when the facts change, I change my mind. What do you do, sir?